Right, so we're here today with Jim Weigl, and he launched a company recently called Blue Box Auction Gallery, and he's here to tell us about it. So tell us about it. When did you start this?
So Blue Box Auction Gallery is a new venture that I started about August, September of last year. What happened due to COVID, my other business, which is the toy business, had a little bit of problem. All of my customers closed, every single one of them. We sell to like Disney and Busch Gardens and SeaWorld and amusement parks all around the world, and every single one of them had to close due to COVID. Right. So our sales obviously suffered from that. I've always had an interest in auctions, and decided to start the business, and that's kind of how it happened.
So you were like going to auctions and just doing this as like a hobby, and then you were like, wait a second, I can do that.
That's exactly right. I always went to auctions and bought interesting things. I would buy and sell as a hobby in my spare time, and thought once the business suffered, the toy business, I could just do more of that. And then I said, wait a minute, maybe I should not be the guy that looks for the gold nugget, but the guy that sells the shovels to the people that are looking for gold nuggets.
Right.
And I had the infrastructure here. I had this beautiful warehouse. I've got a great team.
It's like 10,000 square foot.
It's a little bit over that, yeah, about 12,000 square feet.
Wow.
And I've got a team here that's great, and I wanted to try to keep them utilized. Yeah. We're used to shipping, and we'll get into that maybe a little bit later about how the auction business has changed. Yeah. But we're used to shipping, and we have all the pieces of the puzzle here. Let's just go ahead and do it. So that's kind of what happened.
Now, like in business, I always talk about like you want your mode, or you got to have your unique value proposition. So like was there not enough auction houses in Virginia Beach that, or do you have something truly unique and different that you think is going to take off?
Yeah, it's a little bit of both. There are a lot of auction houses in Virginia Beach, in the Hampton Roads area, and a lot of them are very good. I found an opportunity where COVID forced a lot of the industry to change, and some of the local competitors were not quite changing. What that change is the auction traditionally is you invite people into your auction gallery or your place, and people bid accordingly. What the auction evolved into is an online platform, and we dove in naively because we didn't have the ability to have the in-person auctions. So we naively dove in and said, oh, we just start with online auctions. Well, we're used to e-commerce. We've done that our whole life, and it's all normal. So yeah, we're going to start with online auctions, and maybe we'll have some people that will show up. So we started with online platforms, and we sell worldwide. We've shipped out all across the world in the short couple of months that we've been doing this. So that's kind of a different approach that we do to, we sold to people in, Europe, Asia, South America.
So how in the world, I just can't get my mind wrapped around this. So you just launched this company, and then somehow you got the attention worldwide of people that are going to take a few hours on a Saturday or something and attend an auction in another country.
Well, that's the good thing about it's not a few hours, because it's an online bidding platform. If you like just this beautiful Rolex watch that we're auctioning, and you say, I want to pay no more than $10,000, it's currently at $1,000, and it's going to creep up until auction day. Just put your max value in there, 10,000 bucks, and the system on your behalf will bid accordingly. And if it reaches up to or below that the threshold that you set, you win.
Gotcha. So you don't have to be there actively looking at it. You can just do it all up, and then the next day you wake up and you found out did you win or not.
Yep. And you'll get a text message or an email that says, hey, by the way, your lot of that watch is coming up, so you better check it out. And you can go online to the website and you can watch live bidding while it's there. Good. We do live streaming on Facebook, we do live streaming on multiple platforms, and we do bidding on multiple platforms all around the world. So anywhere in the world, anybody can watch the live auction and bid accordingly. So
on a typical auction, how many people are watching, or how many people are participating in that auction live?
Yeah, it really varies on what we're selling.
Right.
We've had as much as 500-600 people at one auction. Wow. And we're brand new, so that's pretty incredible to have that many eyeballs on our stuff on our auction, being so new to the game. We started with a database of 0, and no one's ever heard of us, and we're just in the process of getting that familiarity.
Yeah. So then, okay, so you got the eyeballs. How in the world do you get the stuff? I mean, how did you get people to like trust you to bring their stuff into this warehouse? You're gonna take care of it, value it. I mean, you were telling me about the research you do. I mean, how do you go from I make toys for a living to I can now value a painting and a $75,000 coin?
Yeah.
How's that possible?
The good news is we don't have to be experts in everything. We have to know where the experts are, right? Like anything else. I don't need to be a good accountant to run a business. I can hire a good accountant. Right. So we can bring experts in on paintings or coins or whatever it may be. So I don't have to be the expert, but we have to at least collect and gather the data. So how do we get the stuff? People consign with us, right? Which means they say, hey, I've got this collection of coins that I'm ready to sell. I want the money. I think the market's ripe. I don't like them anymore. I'm moving. Someone passed away. Any number of different things that would determine this is the time to sell it. So they consign them to us. We do the research. We do the cataloging. We market it accordingly to the right audience. How do we get someone who likes coins? How do we get someone who likes a Picasso? How do we get somebody who likes a Rolex? That's our job, is to connect that buyer and seller together. We are the conduit. We're that connector to those different markets.
And when I walked in here today, we were going through an estate, like you're planning for an estate sale. So I guess somebody has a death in the family, maybe they're out of state. Mm-hmm. They just call you. You come pick all the stuff up.
That's exactly right.
You figure it out, and it's not their problem. They wouldn't even have to be in the state.
That's exactly right. We had a phone call late last week. She said, hey, I'm calling to help my sister, and a relative passed away, and we have a house full of stuff. She's there cleaning it out, but we just need to get rid of everything because she's got to go back home to her family. And just a couple of days ago, we got the team, loaded up the truck, brought everything here. It's all laid out around the warehouse right over there. And we just go one by one and look at that. There's a lot of beautiful antique furniture in this particular estate auction. Henkel Harris is a manufacturer out of Winchester, Virginia. Solid cherry wood, just beautiful stuff. And if nobody in the family wants it or has a need for it, where's it going to go? And to one by one list that on eBay or list that on Facebook Marketplace, and then someone says they're going to come meet you and they don't show up, and then they haggle, and it just doesn't work.
It's like a full-time job.
It's a full-time job. It's an enormous, and figuring out what the heck you have too, right? That's exactly it. And some people say that there's a difference. This is probably a little bit more than most people really understand, in that there's estate sales and then there's auctions. So an estate sale is like a big garage sale. I can do it on my own, or I can hire an estate sale company to come out and do that.
Right.
And what that means is they kind of lay everything out like a garage sale and say, $10 for this, $100 for this, $500 for this, and it's all laid out. And what happens at a garage sale or an estate sale is everybody haggles down. I know you want $100 for that table. How about I give you 50? Will you take 60? Okay, 60's cool. Handshake, cash, it's done.
Right.
At an auction, it goes the opposite way. We started at $60, then we go to 70, then we go to 80, then we go to 90, then we go to 100, then we go to 150 because two people absolutely love that item.
Yep.
And the good thing is it's all transparent, it's all wide open, it's all right there. And we as auctioneers, we're licensed in the state, and we have a fiduciary responsibility to our clients to get them the best value possible that they can.
And the client is the consignor, not the customer, the guy in Europe that wants to buy.
That's exactly right.
Right.
While we care about our customers and we want them to get a good value, be happy, get good quality stuff, meaning we have to make sure that we get good stuff and consign good stuff and then disclose it properly. Is there a scratch on that table? We don't hide it. We tell them exactly what that is to the best of our ability, very clearly. This is exactly what this item is. So that's what our responsibility is. And then they have the ability to buy, based on them approving what they want. It's as is, where is, typically is a language that an auction has. So caveat emptor, right? You look at and say, this is what I want. I see there's a scratch. There might be another scratch that didn't get noticed, but that's your responsibility to know that.
Right.
It's not like a Target transaction where you just go, hey, I just didn't like it. I want to return it.
There's no returns.
It doesn't work that way. No. And that's traditionally why
welcome to auction it off your site. Bring it back to auction it for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha. And then so it looks like you're off to a really good start. I mean, tell us about where are you going from here? Are you growing at the clip that you're looking for? I mean, is this you're going to multiple franchises? I mean, knowing you're going to go big.
Yeah, we're enjoying selling the diverse items that we have. We just recently got consigned some really, really high-end coins. So we have some coins that will sell for probably $100,000 per coin. Right. There's 6 different coins in this upcoming auction, February something or other, that's just going to be incredible. And getting that high end, that level of stuff at this young in the game is quite impressive. So we're just going to build on that. We did a jewelry and Rolex watch auction just before Christmas. We did some antiques. Now getting this high end coin, high end furniture. So we're kind of going in that direction. Right. I'm eager to get more people that go, hey, you know what? My warehouse or my office or my attic is full of these things that they might be valuable, or we just don't use them, we just don't enjoy them anymore. Right. That's when they come to us and go, help me get the best value that I can. How do I market to a guy in Hong Kong and in Atlanta, Georgia, and into California all at the same time and have them all compete over what they're going to buy? That's what an auction does.
So that's also the advantage over the estate sale, yard sale. You have to be physically present.
Yep.
You've got a worldwide audience.
Exactly.
And the more you grow, the more that audience grows.
That's exactly right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so if somebody wanted more information, how would they find out about you?
Blueboxauction.com.
You have a website.
We have a website.
Imagine that.
Yeah, just go on the website.
And that's where you can find the auctions or participate, get
Yep.
on the platform, or even get in touch with you to drop off something to sell.
Yep, and we can take one item, we can take a whole estate, we can take just a collection of 10 items. It
Right.
really depends on whatever the circumstances are.
Yep.
And the auction platforms, there's several that we use. It depends. Some platforms are really good at high-end luxury goods. Some platforms are good for household stuff. So that varies based off of what our audience is to connect. That's our job, is to find the right audience. So that's where the website will have the different platforms that it's being used.
Cool. All right. Thanks, Jim.
Yeah, nice talking to you.
Yep. You as well.
Thanks.